It is good, it's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over the pack odds for the new 16-bit packs that did get released in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM today. Now, I gotta say, I open about 10 or so packs every week. I got really fortunate, really blessed that I pulled KRISTAPS Porzingis within the first 10 packs, and he sold for over 800,000 MT. I think it was even 900,000 MT. Like, I got really fortunate and really blessed. Now, as always, guys, I will never advise you guys to open packs. The odds are you're going to open packs, you're not going to pull anything, and then you're just going to be sitting there looking at your screen absolutely stunned. So, that's kind of why I do these videos, and definitely, I never open packs with VC, and I would definitely encourage you guys not to either, right? I grind the game a little bit, and that is where my specific MT comes from. But that's what we're going to be diving into this video today, are the 16-bit NBA 2K 23 pack odds. Now, the total packs in this sample size was about 1,800. So, I mean, look, that's a pretty good sample size. 1,800 total packs. If you convert that into basically, what am I trying to say? If you convert that into money, that's a lot of money, okay? Because, I mean, it makes me sick to think about how much money that 1,800 total packs would be to open up. But you're basically looking at a ton of VC or MT spent on those packs. So it's a really good sample size. Now, out of those packs, we had 186 total opals and dark matters. Now, we had 170 Galaxy Opals and only 16 Dark Matters. Now, when I was opening packs today, okay, the first 9 packs I opened didn't even have a Galaxy Opal, okay? And I was like, oh boy. And it might have even been more than 10 packs, but I didn't get a Galaxy Opal at all, okay? I was going to open it until I got either a Galaxy Opal or Dark Matter. I was fortunate enough to get a Dark Matter, but just realize there are basically more than 10 times Galaxy Opals compared to Dark Matters, which isn't really great. So, you know, 186 total opens and dark matters, not I guess the worst, but obviously not great. Basically 1 out of every 10 packs. Now, last week we had a ton of discrepancy in opals, and that was a lot of it because Allen Iverson was in packs. And basically, it was something sick. Over 50%, I don't remember the exact math, but over 50% of the total Galaxy Opals were Allen Iverson last week. That was sickening, guys. At least this week, it's at least better. I mean, if you look at the total Galaxy Opals, again, we had 170 total Galaxy Opals. And so basically, what, 40 or so percent of them were Kyle Korver. And out of every 100 packs, basically 4 packs contain Kyle Korver. Okay, so out of 3.8% of packs contain Kyle Korver, 2.5% of packs contained MPJ, 2.1% of packs in the sample contained Jonathan Isaac, and 1.3 contained Rudy. So, again, obviously, Kyle Korver is the worst Galaxy Opal. And so 2K still does that, right? They make the worst Galaxy Opal easier to pull than obviously the good guys. Because I would say Jonathan Isaac, Rudy, those are your 2 really good Galaxy Opals. And in this sample size, again, relatively small in comparison to the whole grand scheme of things. Obviously, you know, the 2 best Galaxy Opals, in my opinion, were pulled the least. So, kind of typical of 2K in that kind of sense. Now, Dark Matter pulls, we only had 16. So, it's pretty hard to sample this. Again, I pulled KRISTAPS Porzingis. Looks like the majority of people in the sample size pulled LaMelo Ball. The good part about today's Dark Matters, and the one thing I do want to say is, I like today's drop because both the Dark Matters were good, right? It's not like they're putting bad Dark Matters in packs. And until then, I actually like it because if you see the Dark Matter glow, you're guaranteed a ton of MT. You're guaranteed a really good player if you don't want to sell him. And honestly, if you get a Galaxy Opal outside of Kyle Korver, they're really solid. So that's what I do like about these packs today is I'm not going to sit here and say the odds are great, but the players Galaxy Opal and up were outstanding. And even some of the pink diamonds, you know, Dino is really solid. Mark Eaton is absolutely incredible. So the players in packs today were really solid. The sad part about it is, and this one is sickening, it takes around $200 to pull the Dark Matter. That one makes me sick. It takes about 100 packs, and it's over 200. This is on the low side. It takes about 100 packs to pull the Dark Matter. That is in line with the 1% that we've gotten in past weeks, right? 2K will tell you that Dark Matters come out of packs at a quote-unquote less than 2% rate. but it's realistically 1% or less. And that makes me sick, right? Obviously, I got lucky today and I pulled the dark matter. But I just know for the rest of the year, I probably won't see another dark matter because that's kind of how the 2K odds go, right? You're probably not going to get blessed more than one time. And I got blessed today, which basically means, yes, I'm probably going to get hold for the rest of the year, which it is what it is. I mean, I guess I got to be happy I pulled my dark matter today. But these odds just make me sick. $200 is nothing to joke about. Like, that $200 is a lot of dollars. I'm throwing that out there. That is a lot of money to pull a dark matter. My goal with all of this, what I would really like to see is to pull like the best card or the best tier card. I really want to see it around $50. Or I would really like to see you be able to spend $50 and guarantee yourself a dark matter. That's what I would really like to see. Because this $50 is a lot of money, absolutely. But that's way more realistic than $200. It's just the way it is. That's way more realistic. Now, the opal to dark matter ratio breakdown, okay? Last week, there was 9-1. So out of every 9 opals you saw last week, you'd probably see 1 dark matter. This week, according to my study, it's 11-1. So worse odds compared to the opal compared to dark matters, which I don't know if that makes sense. I don't really know if that adds up. I mean, you guys can kind of do the math with me. But let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, the dark matters today were really good. And so that's something at least I get. Whereas, last week, I mean, I guess last week's were really good too. You had Tracy McGrady and D-Rob. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I would say the opals this week were really, really good. The chance of pulling dark matter, again, is much closer to 1% than less than 2%. And when it says less than 2%, again, it's closer to 1% than that 2% mark that they kind of put in your mind, put in your brain, which I don't even understand it. They might as well say less than 5% and it still has the same effect. Op odds much more balanced compared to last week. Like I said, when we go back a few slides, the opals are pretty balanced here. I mean, yes, there's more Korvers compared to the rest, but it is way more balanced. And honestly, yes, Korver is the worst. But all the other 3 of those Galaxy opals are really good and solid cards. Probably all top 10 at their respective positions. And you can make the argument Jonathan Isaac and Rudy are top 5 at their respective as small forward positions. So obviously, there's no surprise that Korver was the most forward opal, considering he is the worst opal. But again, at least it is more well-balanced than we saw with Allen Iverson last week. And the not so fun facts, well, maybe, not so fun facts as we dive into this. Here's what it is, okay? You are 10 times more likely to pull Galaxy Opal Kyle Korver than KRISTAPS Porzingis. Now, why is that not fun? Well, that's just not fun, right? To know that I was really fortunate to see KRISTAPS Porzingis. But if I were to open, 100 packs, right? 4 out of those 100 packs probably have Kyle Korver, and I probably don't see KRISTAPS Porzingis at all. That makes you sick to your stomach, and that's just according to my statistics, because KRISTAPS Porzingis is at a 0.3% chance, and Kyle Korver is at nearly a 4% chance. So, I mean, it just kind of does make you sick to know that, if you open packs, if you spend your money on them, you are 10 times more likely to get the most popular Galaxy Opal than the least popular dark matter. And again, it just makes me sick as we dive into this thing. Nothing's really changing with pack odds, guys. You have a 1% chance, basically, to pull a dark matter. You're going to have to spend around $200 to pull a dark matter. And packs are just not worth it. I can't tell you guys this enough. They're never worth it for you guys to open. No matter how much your favorite YouTuber wants to say, oh my gosh, packs are juiced. Even me pulling KP, packs are never juiced. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Hopefully, each of you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.